Good morning, folks. I thought we'd just pop through the headlines, see what's going on. My first one. And this is why when people like Styx or Sagan or X22, SGT Report, guys like that, even the guy that pretty much kicked it all off was Alex friggin' Jones, and take him for what he's worth. How about no? Democrat senators propose coronavirus stimulus bill for the media. And you know who started it? Amy Klobuchar. Remember her? She ran for president. Well, she was in the running to be the Democratic candidate for president. Now, the MSM is so stuck, so screwed, so being mistreated by Trump, and let's face it, their numbers are tanking because nobody trusts a word that comes out of their mouths. They need a stimulus package now. Fuck you. There are people that don't understand all this stimulus money is just tax money. This is all money you wind up owing. That's right, folks. Government doesn't make anything. All government does is garner funds through taxation, and there's so much of that taxation that needs to go away, along with a large portion of the government. Another 6.6 million jobless claims filed this week, bringing the total to 15 million. No shit, you shut all the industry down in the fucking country so that you could collapse a goddamn thing to make Trump look bad, and that's the only reason. This coronavirus bullshit is fucking bullshit. Chinese doctor Shi Zhengli Ren, sounds like a flock of seagulls song right there. Coronavirus research in Wuhan after U.S. project was shut down by DHS in 2014 for being too risky. Prior leak killed researcher. Oops, it's the Chinese. They got so many of them now, they don't fucking care, man. They're just another cog in the machine. They're communists anyway. If you do the models of the models, now she's caught and confused. On March 30th, transcript reveals Dr. Birx lied to the American public about the IHME International Health Metrics Evaluation models. Yes, we all know those models were flawed and wrong. Where's the one I'm looking for that gives us numbers? Let's do it the easy way. Then again, easy has never been my way, even though it is my name. Here we go, coming right up. Oh, I love the one about is Trump gonna pardon the Tiger Lion King guy. They need stimulus because the MSM is in such trouble and that they're being treated so harshly and criticized. And the idiot at a fucking presser asked Trump if he's gonna fucking pardon the moron from that stupid TV show people are fucking addicted to. You know, the Kardashians with stripes or whatever the fuck it is. Morons. The completely fraudulent COVID-19 fatality timeline. From 40 million to 2 million to 200,000 to 81,766 to 60,415 deaths. And that's got to be globally because in America we haven't broke, I want to say 14, but it might even be 13,000 deaths. Let's say 14,000 deaths out of 325 plus million people. I'm no mathematician, but that's a pretty small number. You know, they use this shit to do stuff like this. Democrat Nevada Governor Sisolak threatens to crack down on large Easter family dinners. Fuck you. Okay? You don't have the fucking balls. Where's your Ramadan celebrations? Being shut down, hold on. Sorry about that. My partner in crime came out to visit. She had to check up, see what was going on. I won't let her go on camera, though, because there's freaks out there. And until we get those fuckers rounded up and squared away, they'll put the goddamn kid anywhere near the fucking internet. Anyway, We were talking about the douchebag in fucking Nevada that was going to break up all the Easter family celebrations. Well, that's a little outside of your power, sir. Just like the douchebag sheriff that said, I have the power to arrest people who aren't wearing masks in public. You fucking don't. Do you remember a couple of years ago when you couldn't arrest people for wearing masks in public because they were fucking Antifa? Now you can? Yeah. No, sir, you cannot. This isn't even a public health emergency. It's a fucking dry run. People need to wake the fuck up and pay attention. You think this is bad? Wait till they drop the real one. Because remember, Rockefeller said, all we need to do is tweak it for the right pandemic, and we'll have people begging for the New World Order. Fuck you. You have people like me who say things like that. I don't even think we're 3%, folks. I really don't think if people... They've had 60 or 70 years of indoctrination through the education systems to dumb down the public and get them to accept shit like this and have them roll over. The way I try to explain it to people is the way that works for me. When you're driving on the freeway, there's 3 types of drivers, okay? There are the drivers that need to form a big clot in the middle of fucking 5 lanes, like herd animals. Think like when you watch National Geographic and you see the fucking antelope and shit, right? Big herd. They all need to be together for safety. Then you have the other people, me. I will either drive out in front of the fucking herd and give myself some room, because the best way to avoid an accident is not to be surrounded by morons increasing the odds that you'll be into an accident. Or I'll drop back and I'll let them go ahead of me, and I will find that empty sweet spot, and that's where I want to stay. I don't want anybody next to me. I really fucking cannot stand the morons that ride in my 5 and 7. They'll speed up to get right on my rear tire and then sit there. And I'm like, driving an old beat up piece of shit truck, it's not going to take much for me to sneeze, oops, and dent your fucking car. And you would be in the wrong, because I'm in front, you're behind me, you're not supposed to be there. Don't drive into 5 and 7 spots, you fucking idiots. Anyway. Type 1 is the herd animal. Type 2 is the loner. Type 3 is the moron that has to do, like 110 through the crowd to get to the next crowd and do it all over again. Oh, fuck. These people are sociopaths is what it comes down to. So, you have your herd animals, you have your individual animals, and then you have your genetic mistakes. Sociopaths. It's the only way I can think of it. Anyway. Enough of that. So did we do completely fraudulent COVID-19 fatality timeline? Yes, we did. And here's the California sheriff who warns he has the power to fine and arrest people for not wearing masks in public. The dickhead's name is Ched Bianco, and he's the Riverside sheriff. If you live in Riverside, I feel sorry for you, but somebody needs to sit Mr. Bianco down and explain to him that he's not Gary Cooper. This ain't high noon. Don't politicize virus if you don't want more body bags. Corrupt WHO leader Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, whatever the fuck his name is. Has it not been all over the news how corrupt this guy is? How this guy is literally China's fucking whipping boy, because China's bought and paid for most of the United Nations for a long time. And you know who made that possible? People like you and me who live in America didn't tell our political leaders, stop making shit in fucking China. Actually, you can thank Apple, Walmart, all the big giant global multinational corporations. They have no ties to any one country. They don't fucking care. Even if they started here, they left us behind. Fuck them. Do what you want with your money. That's up to you. Amazon's no better, by the way. Minnesota senator and doctor reveals HHS document coached him on how to overcount COVID-19 cases. There's a copy of the document. Now, I tend to put this stuff up on my Minds page, HUHWHTFKR. Huh? What fucker? And there's a whole story that goes beat that. But If you want to see this stuff, it's on Minds, or I'm pulling this off Gateway for now, and then we'll switch over to RCP in a minute. The guy's name is Dr. Scott Jensen. He's a Minnesota physician and a Republican state senator. He said he received a 7-page document coaching him on how to fill out death certificates with a COVID-19 diagnosis without a lab test to confirm the patient actually had the virus. That's right. That is fucking fraud, folks. And the reason they're doing that is because government gives them more money for doing that. If you diagnose for COVID, more money. So, same doctor, different article. Minnesota senator and doctor. Hospitals get paid more to list patients as COVID-19 and 3 times as much if the patient goes on a ventilator. Those are your fucking tax dollars, sheeple. Wake up. He was on the Ingram angle when he dropped this, apparently. But once again, the government produces nothing. It can only gather money through taxes. When you look at states like New York and California where people are fucking fleeing because they can't afford the tax base anymore. Go figure. I don't mind them fleeing. I don't like them not waking up and taking the same stupidity with them where they go. In Arizona, we're going to get a fucking metric ton of these morons, as is Texas. It is literally known as the California cancer. Okay, it's like a fucking tumor erupted and just spread shit everywhere. We're not bad people. You're not bad people. You're dumb fucking people. You're still busy with the mafeelies. Oh, but it makes me feel better when the government takes care of the problems. It makes me feel better when you take care of your own fucking problems. That's what the rest of us do. Anyway, that's fraud, folks. Even when the government perpetrates it, paying 3 times as much for a false diagnosis to continue to scare the public on a fucking non-existent pandemic. I've got another 3-4 days before I was in the ER. It was at 5 hours. They gave me no personal protective equipment. I sat there maskless and gloveless. I did wash my hands because I'm not an idiot. But if this was the airborne super pandemic, death from above, world-ending virus it was, well, I had a couple of more days before I hit that 14-day window to find out whether or not I'm infected. Anyway, Senate Democrats blocked $250 billion coronavirus small business loan program because we must crash the economy to get Orange Man bad out. These are the same idiots that wanted to give money to CNN and the like because, they're being judged by the Orange Man who's bad. This one was actually pretty funny. AOC is to be a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race this week. Glad she's working so hard to help end the pandemic. Other than that, it seems kind of like typecasting when you look at her makeup. Wonder why Big Mike never guest hosted that show. Pope Francis says coronavirus may be nature's response to climate change. Well, Black Francis, you wouldn't know your ass from a fucking hole in the ground, although you would know a hole in an altar boy, you evil fucking satanic piece of shit. Shut your fucking hole, go back behind your walls, and count your gold, you evil bastard. You've caused more fucking damage. God forbid I ever got one of those Thanos gloves where I could manipulate the universe at will. Oh, I would have so much fun. The list just grows every day, folks. Austria, Norway, Denmark, the Czech Republic announced plans to reopen at least parts of their economy. Sweden's remains open. Sweden's a fucking lost cause anyway. Apparently they're so inundated with inbred Mohammedans. I don't know if they were sick to begin with. Trump says he has 1 or 2 ideas on how to get the economy back moving again. Excellent. 2 concepts for reopening the economy. Well, what do you got, Chief? Trump said he'd like to get the economy back with a big bang. We're starting to look at very, very thoroughly, and we have some great people looking at it because we want to get this country open. We have to get this country open. This country wasn't designed to have this. You crack it in half. It's no good. We'll be open again much sooner rather than later. Okay. We'll see. We call this guy the Alamo president, and I'm not a huge fan. I don't think he's some of the shit I've lived through. This guy's fucking sterling compared to. On the other hand, he tends to put his fucking foot in his mouth over issues he has no business putting his foot in his mouth over. Specifically, Second Amendment, and he'd stay the fuck away from that, idiot. Trump slams Biden. It amazes me that Obama hasn't supported Sleepy Joe. The mainstream media asks Trump if he's going to pardon Tiger King Joe Exotic. Has to be CNN. Fauci says Americans should never shake hands again following his highly flawed predictions on the coronavirus. Fauci's a deep state piece of shit. Understand that. Fucking deep state bought and sold as they come by. Obama takes another veiled shot over the coronavirus, this time on testing. Why is his cock holster flapping? Isn't Big Mike supposed to be filling that up and keeping him out of the fucking limelight? I would tar and feather his ass. I just don't want to pay the goddamn carbon tax. Less than a week after CBS was caught running footage from an Italian hospital in a New York hospital report, do it again. But they need a bailout. Bailed out of a plane without a fucking parachute. Maybe we should just Pinochet these motherfuckers. Still need a Pinochet t-shirt. Can't find the one I want. Pelosi says there's no data as to why small American businesses might need more money now. How about because they're not making any money, you fucking evil drunken witch? Media took a much different approach when asking Cuomo about hydroxychloroquine. No fucking mouthful of that word. Democrats vote down supplemental aid to Paycheck Protection Program. Of course they do. Tucker. Could Joe Biden navigate a salad bar? No. Kamala has to open her fucking cock holster. That's an apt description since we know how she got to where she is. Describes a perfect coronavirus response. Accidentally describing all things Trump has done. Go figure. CNN Sanjay Gupta gets busted for messing up reading Chris Cuomo's chest x-ray. Apparently he hung it incorrectly. I'm an x-ray guy. I see that shit on TV all the time when you're watching those hospital shows, and I'm like, why is there a hip film if the guy got shot in the head? Snopes gives New York Times mostly false rating over article about Trump and HCG. White House coronavirus model gets updated the second time in 4 days, downgrading deaths and hospitalizations again. We already covered that. Fuck, folks. This is 18 minutes. We're going to wrap it up. It was the worst 2 weeks of my life. Woman recovers from coronavirus. She obviously had something else going on. And Kamala Harris calls Trump a drug pusher. Again, something she'd know pretty well since she used to smoke pot and listen to Tupac before Tupac was even popular. Done. Tomorrow, folks. Guys, have a good one. Adios.